Leaving New Zealand, we start our long journey to the Philippines, with a quick stop back in Sydney. This is only a 3-hour flight, and we got some very questionable breakfast along the way. Arriving in Sydney, we have a quick layover and then hop on our 8-hour flight to Manila. Eight hours later, we arrived in Manila, ready for our 15-hour layover. In true backpacker style, we saved a few pennies by sleeping in the airport for the night rather than getting a hotel. To pass some time, we went and did our visa extension for the Philippines. Visa extension approved, we jumped in a taxi back to our terminal and then found the quietest place we could for the night.
Waking up at 5 a.m. after one of the worst night's sleep we've ever had, it was finally time to check into our 7 a.m. flight to Coron. Then we found out that our flight had been delayed by 3 hours. Not the best news after you've already been travelling for over 24 hours. At least we got some more really delicious airport food. Then it was finally time to board our flight. The flight to Coron did not disappoint, with loads of stunning scenery along the way. Then, over 30 hours since we left New Zealand, we arrived in Coron, where we'll be spending the next few days. Collecting our bags and jumping in the minivan, it feels weirdly comforting and familiar to be back in Southeast Asia. Arriving at our hotel, we hire a bike and go for a whiz around the island. Emma's obviously making the most of being back in Southeast Asia, with getting her nails done for just a £5. As we head for our first dinner in the Philippines, it's pretty ironic that our first meal is a Thai. After dinner, we went for a walk around the market and I replaced my very well-worn cap for just £1. Today, we're off to Tag, the biggest resort in Coron. We paid a small entry fee, secured our sun loungers, then had some delicious food. After spending all day sunbathing, we jumped in a trike to town for a much needed £2 haircut. Back in the room, we inspected my very nice haircut and new purchase, a waterproof bag.
Today, we're off on our first boat trip of the Philippines. We got picked up from a hotel, checked in, and then went to find our boat. Our first stop of the day is this 70-year-old shipwreck. Then we had lunch and moved on to Pass Island. With the day coming to an end, we were offered a very interesting snack of a sugary potato, which was strangely tasty. Boat trip over, we got dropped back to our hotel and then had some dinner.
Today is another boat trip around Coron. Boarding our boat, we headed to our first stop, Kayangan Lake. Which takes a small hike to get to. A few hundred steps later, we arrive and dive on in. This lake is unique for its thermocline, which means after about 10 meters of depth, the water gets so hot. After lots of fishing around, I was hungry, which is good because it's time for lunch. After lunch, it was time for some more snorkeling at this cool shipwreck. Then, on to stunning limestone lagoons in our kayak. After an amazing boat trip, we headed for a lovely dinner. Today I'm off on a course to become a qualified freediver, something that I've been wanting to do for our time in the Philippines. We start with a morning of theory and pool work before heading to Barracuda Lake. Once at the lake, we slowly make our way down the depths, starting at 10 metres and working our way up to, or down to, 20 metres. In the course, I saw how quickly things can go wrong, so we always made sure to have a safety diver nearby. Following an amazing day becoming a qualified freediver, I met back up with them and we headed into town for dinner.
Today, we jump on a 5-hour boat ride to El Nido. pretty pleasant boat ride later, we arrive in El Nido and check into our hotel. We dumped off our bags and explored the local town, ending the day with dinner by the beach. Oh, and we booked our upcoming boat trips. Today we're going to do one of the most popular things in El Nido, a zip wire between two islands. The health and safety here isn't quite the same as Australia and New Zealand, but nevertheless we got harnessed up and waited our turn. Reaching the end of the zip line, we then had an interesting journey back to the mainland. We spent the rest of our afternoon on a local beach. And then watched some local basketball on our way home.
Today, we went on a boat trip that had a pretty interesting start. As the tide was so far out, we had to swim to our boats. Finally on the boat, we headed off to some of the local beaches and lagoons. Mooring up for lunch, we got greeted by floating Uber Eats. After a pretty mediocre boat trip, we headed to town for some lovely dinner.
This morning, we take a journey through the jungle to a nearby beach. The weather wasn't great today, so we found a little restaurant to spend the afternoon in.
Today, we head on a 5-hour van drive to Puerto Princesa. Now, we haven't had much luck with the weather recently, and Puerto Princesa is looking to be the worst yet. Approaching Puerto Princesa, we started to see some of the flooding with our own eyes. Luckily, our apartment is lovely, so spending the next few days indoors isn't that bad. We stock up on food for the next few days and keep our fingers crossed that the weather improves for Balabac.
Tonight starts with an 8-hour journey to the south of Palawan to start our expedition to Balabac. As the sun begins to rise, we arrive at the ferry port and we're very happy to see blue skies. As we jump on the boat with our group, we leave the tourist truck behind as we head towards this unexplored area of the Philippines. As the island is so remote, we have to get off the boat and walk through the crystal clear water to get to it. Full of excitement and ready to explore, we get shown to where we'll be sleeping and then head straight out on a boat trip. Our first stop of the day is the stunning Tancahan Island. Next is Patawan Island. Following an amazing day on these stunning islands, we head back to our home island, where the island mums have set up a Valentine's display for us. It was then time for a luxurious shower and some dinner.
The red one just want to bite the other one.
Waking up to sunrise on this beautiful paradise island, we head out straight away on the boats to explore more of Balabac.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling.
Our first stop of the day is this stunning starfish sandbar.
Under your skin, howling. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right.
Next, the famous and absolutely beautiful Onak Island.
Let go. I came here so low. I'm leaving so lonely. I know I shouldn't say so, but I wish you never let me go. I came here so low. I'm leaving so lonely. I know I shouldn't say so, but I wish you never let me go. Sinking like a stone, I'm lying in the deep end. Come find me in the deep end. I'm hiding in.
Spending the afternoon on this heavenly island with our awesome group, jump on the boat and head back to our island. One of the best nights that we've had on our travels.
Took our time and gave it love. Wonder if you look back too. Oh, we never should have let go. I so lonely. I know I shouldn't say so, but I wish you never let me go. I came here so low, I'm leaving so lonely. I must be some kind of superstar.
For our last day in the beautiful Balabac, we head to our favourite place so far, Canyoneering Island. This island is truly breathtaking and made even better by the amazing people we got to share it with.
So not ready to go home.
Enjoying one last sunset, we mentally prepare to head back to civilization in the morning.
Packing up our bags to get on the boat for the final time. We're feeling very emotional to be parting ways with our group and our island home. Sad to be leaving our Balabac bubble behind, we're happy to be off the 8-hour minivan and back in civilization. This morning we jump on a trike to the airport as we head to Cebu. Landing in Cebu, we are met at the arrivals gate and jump in our transfer to Moalboal. Arriving in Moalboal, we check into our hotel and head out to explore the local town.
This morning we hire a bike and then head out to do our laundry. Laundry dropped off, we go to a nearby beach. But the weather wasn't on our side today, so we jumped back on the bike into town. Today we're going canyoneering, something that Moalboal is known for. Getting kitted up, we realised Tom's massive head wouldn't fit in any of the helmets. Finally finding one that fits, we hop in the back of a van to the start. But first, a very important safety talk. Arriving at the start point, we jump on the back of a bike to reach the zip line, on some extremely interesting roads. Zipline complete, it's time to head down into the canyon. A quick pit stop halfway through, we headed on to some more jumps up to 10 metres high, which I've got to say feel much higher than they look. Feeling exhausted, we jumped in a tuk-tuk back for some lunch. Then, in a cab back to town for some snorkeling. Today is a travel day from Moalboal to Panglao. First is a 3-hour cab back to Cebu. Next, an hour boat to Panglao port. Lastly, a trike to our hotel. We then went out for dinner and to our first 7-Eleven of the Philippines.
Today, I'll be putting my freediving to good use as I head out to the waters of Panglao. A morning of freediving complete, I meet back up with MZ and we head to the beach. Then we go to a fancy beach club for dinner and finish the day with a massage.
Today, we've got a long old travel day to Camiguin. First off, a 2-hour taxi to the ferry port. Then a 6-hour ferry. Which was a lot less glamorous than the Thai sleeper ferries, but at least it had a bed. Arriving in the pouring rain, we quickly jumped in a trike to our accommodation.
Our accommodation and the service is amazing. It's a shame the weather isn't. But despite this, we hire a bike and try to explore. But only a few minutes in, we get a flat tyre and we have to call the hotel staff to save us. Bike fixed and on our way, we head to the island's famous waterfall. Back at our hotel, we jump in the pool as the weather starts to clear up. And we spent the afternoon in the sun while it lasted. Today is our longest travel day in the Philippines so far. Starting with a 6-hour ferry back to Jackson Port. Then it's a 2-hour journey to the port on the other side of the island. Then a 1-hour journey back to Cebu. Then a taxi to our hotel, ready for our flight in the morning to Boracay. Boarding this tiny plane, we head on a 1-hour flight to Boracay. Getting off our tiny plane, we head into this tiny airport to get our bags. Then find our transfer to get to Boracay Island. Dumping our bags in our hotel, we head straight to the beach. Peak tourist season in the Philippines also means peak algae season. We spent the day at the beach despite the cloudy skies and algae, and then went out for a delicious barbecue dinner.
This morning we're off to a beach on the other side of the island, which apparently has no algae. Arriving at the beach, we're pleased to see the clear blue water. Later on, we hopped in a tuk-tuk to head back for a dip in the pool and some dinner.
Today, I'm being taken out on a boat trip to some of the best freediving spots in Boracay. Following a sick morning freediving, I met back up with MZ and we headed to the beach. Then it was back to the pool for some sunbathing and then returning to the beach for sunset. Today marks the last full day of an incredible year of travelling. Tomorrow we'll be starting our long old journey back to the UK. So today we are freshening up and of course getting a mandatory tattoo.
I can't quite believe I'm saying this, but today, after the best year of our lives, we're going home. First off, we catch a ferry back to the mainland. And then jump on a quick flight to Manila. Arriving in Manila, we hop on a bus to our gate to get on our flight to Bangkok. Landing in Bangkok, we have a 2-hour layover before the final stretch to home. After what felt like the longest 13-hour flight ever, we touched down in London.
And after having the most special time travelling, it feels good to be home.